I, Harneet Kaur, Assistant Professor, Department of English, Cultural Studies and Foreign Languages, Khalsa College, Patiala, will be taking up topic properties and components of human language. Properties of human language. Human language is produced orally and is received through the ear. It is communicated by sending and receiving signals. There are many key properties of language which make it distinct. First major property of language is arbitrariness. The word arbitrary means based on individual discretion or preferences or impulse. Arbitrariness is the major property of language. Linguistic signs do not have any natural connection between its form and meaning. For example, the word cup represents an object capable of holding liquid, which usually has a handle which is used by humans to drink. There is not particular reason why we should use the word symbol cup. The words are just an arbitrary set of symbols used to represent various meanings. Each particular language, English, French, Chinese, etc., use different set of symbols. Arbitrariness is useful because it increases the flexibility of language. The flexibility arises because language is not constrained by the need to match the form of a word and its meaning. Due to this, it is possible to construct an almost infinite number of words from a limited set of speech sounds. But there are some set of words which are less arbitrary than others. These are known as onomatopoeic words, words that intimate the sound associated with an object or an action. Example, the word buzzing sounds similar to noise bees make. The second major property of language is duality. Human language is dual in nature. It can be both spoken and written. It is properly organized and systematic. For example, the word cat is formed by a combination of three speech sounds: the consonant C, the vowel A, and the consonant T. The meaning is uttered only when they are spoken collectively. They are meaningless if uttered in isolation. Only when these are combined in a systematic way, they convey meaning. Cat is meaningful, not C, A, or T. Third property of language is displacement. Displacement property of human language can overcome the limitations of time and space. It allows us to think of and communicate about something or someone that is not immediately present. For example, we can discuss last night's events, or it can overcome the limitation of time and space. The next property of language is productivity. Language is not stimulus bound. Stimulus means any stimulation, information, or event to arouse action. In animals, events arouse some kinds of reactions. In human language, same situation does not arouse same actions and words every time. It is flexible, which leads to the notion of productivity. That is, the language can be used to construct an infinite set of new and meaningful utterances. Productivity refers to human ability to combine limited linguistic signs to produce new sentences and expressions. Cultural transmission. Human languages are passed down by society in which one lives and grows up. It is a means by which humans are able to teach upcoming generations all that they have learnt till date. Without ability to use language, it would be largely impossible to transmit knowledge and experience to next generation of humans and each successive generation. The language of a particular society, therefore, forms part of the culture of that society. Systematicity. Language is an orderly method of communication. It is a method to communicate ideas, thoughts, emotions, and so on. Language is not random. Regularity and order, that is, systematicity, are essential for language to work properly. Language is governed by rules that define which combination of elements are acceptable and which are not. There are rules which govern the combination of alphabets and words. Next property of language is discreteness. Language is unique in itself. Each sound is discrete in itself. Every language uses a unique set of different sounds. Each sound is different from the rest and is combined to form new meaning. A sound can be repeated or combined with others to form new meaning. Different languages employ different grammatical categories to express simple to complex meanings. Now let's discuss components of human language. Language has various components. The first and foremost component of language is phonology. The study of speech structure within a language, including the patterns of basic speech units and the accepted rules of pronunciation, is known as phonology. The smallest unit of sound that make up a language is called phonemes. For example, in the word that, it has three phonemes: the, and t. So this word, though, has 4 alphabets but has 3 sounds. Morphology. The smallest unit of meaning are called morphemes. Morphemes include base words such as hat, dog, etc., as well as affixes such as re, un, or the plural s or es. Morphology is essential for vocabulary development and acts as building blocks of language. Syntax. The study of how individual words and their most basic meaningful units are combined to create sentences is known as syntax. We must follow the rules of grammar for our language, that is, its syntax. It is concerned with the relations between words in sentences. Classes of words, parts of speech, are examples of syntax of language. Syntax helps to create meaningful grammatical sentences. Semantics. Semantics refers to the ways in which a language conveys meaning. The study of meaning both in general and theoretical terms and in reference to a specific language is known as semantics. It deals with the meanings and interpretations of words, signs, and sentences. Sometimes, semantics moves beyond the literal meaning of words and is cultural dependent, which makes it most difficult aspect of language for individual who is not native speaker or people who speak but come from different cultures. Pragmatics. It refers to the ways the members of the speech community achieve their goals using language. the way we speak to our parents is not same as the way we interact with a sibling. The conversational style of day-to-day interaction is quite different from the language used when reading a book or when talking to your seniors in a workplace. Knowing the difference and when to use which style is essence of pragmatics.